What is up, my Cenarian Warriors? What we are going to do today, I am barnabas217, and we are going to be breaking down surgical hog attacks so that we can all be on the same page and we can learn from our mistakes, but also learn from where we have done things well. So first, we're going to take a look at Gaming Armada. Gaming Armada, this amazing Town Hall 8 attack. Is a great example of surgical, and one of the things that we want to look at is why are we doing a surgical hog attack. So you may see a high level Town Hall 10 or one of your leaders tell you do a surgical on that, and then they tell you how to do it, but they don't always tell you why. We do a surgical on a base like this because the core, inside of that core, in this area right here, we don't know what's in there. There could be double giant bombs, there could be singles, we don't know where they are. So what we want to do is enter that core in different times and at different locations. So if we do trigger, we either only trigger one of the bombs at a time, or even if we do unfortunately hit the double giant bomb, only one of our small groups of hogs will die. So a surgical is small groups of hogs preceded or with a giant going before them to be a meat shield, a tank, and then the hogs come in behind them. So let's take a look at this real quick. We have to lure the CC in Town Hall 8s. And just something we need to do. So he lures the CC down from the south. They pop out, and I want to show you when this hog dies, it is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Now watch how long it takes for that CC north where he lured them. It is a long time. And let me tell you, when you waste 14 seconds on an attack like this, it could kill you at the end. I don't know how many 2-star 99% I've had because I missed one building and all I needed was a fraction of a second more. So sometimes if it's way down here, if that CC is down south or to the east or west, just kill it where it's at, and then that way you can start your attack wherever you need to. So what we have here is we're going to take a look at this CC attack. He's dropping archers to lure everything together, which is great, clump it all up. But the only problem I have is look at these two wizards here and here. You drop them low like this right next to these buildings. One thing they're going to do is they're going to latch onto those buildings. And before they can even turn and target the dragon, they're going to have to shoot one fireball and the dragon's going to take them out. So what we want to do is drop them up here in this arch. But before we drop them, we want to drop a barb or two to run towards this building, distracting the dragon, making the dragon turn this way, and then you drop your wizards, then you drop a barb, then you drop a barb, then you drop a barb. And when you do that, the wizards never get touched. We should only be using 3 or 4 wizards to kill a dragon and a loon at any time with a couple of barbs as distractions. But you can see he ends up having to drop all 7 wizards up here, and that is just not a good idea, especially as you move up in town halls. But he drops the king as a distraction so that the rest of those wizards don't die, which is good. But unfortunately, if we watch this king's health, it drops quick. Already into the red, hasn't done anything. So he gets the CC kill. That loon is about to go down really quick, but the king is almost wasted for no reason, and we don't need him there. So let's clean that up. Let's try to focus on just using 3 or 4 wizards backed by barbs. And if you have to, throw the wizards out there if you screw up, and then drop a giant or drop the king if you need to. But hopefully we won't need to because it makes our attack so much stronger in the end. So he gets that, he rages them, and so he's going to start the actual surgical over here by dropping a giant followed by hogs. Notice he drops the CC hogs, which is great, backs up with about 4 or 5 of his own giant hogs, and over here giant hogs. Great job. Watch all of these hogs. They are all on the ground at this point. And what we have left is this section is almost completely demolished with defenses. So immediately when they get that mortar down, they're going into this core. What we want to do is place a heal about the center of it right there so that we cover these hogs while they're destroying that mortar, heal them up, but the majority of that heal is in this core. We want them pre-healed. It's something that gaming misses right here. His heal was a little bit off. It's a great placement, but it needs to be a little bit sooner because if there's a bomb when they go into that core, if any of them are damaged, they will die. So we want to pre-heal them before they get in the core, but good heal placement, just a little bit earlier. Same thing with the second section down here. They're about to destroy that and go straight into the core. They need to be healed now. The heal goes down pretty good, but we need that heal a little bit sooner because some of these hogs could lose their life if that bomb was a little bit higher level. But ultimately, good heal placements. Just overlap into that first section a little bit more. He drops the poison right there to kill some of the skellies, and man, he has so many hogs left over that the rest of this is just cleanup time, man. He just destroys the king right there. But I want to show you, all we have left is this one wizard. No barbs, no archers. That's going to be tough sometimes on a more spread base. You need those 3 archers or 4 archers in your pocket to do cleanup. But ultimately, Gaming, great attack. I think this was like his first surgical hog attack, and so that was big time, man. Good job. Great attack. Alright, barnabas217 here for the second part of this surgical hog breakdown. Last attack was from Gaming Armada. This time we're going to be looking at AZ. AZ's new to this clan, and man, AZ, we're glad to have you, and especially because of attacks like this. You're hitting Town Hall 9s, you're hitting Town Hall 8s, you're doing a great job for us, so keep it up. So what we're going to look at here is, once again, this base is almost identical to the one Gaming had. It's a couple levels up, so the defenses are a little bit higher, but ultimately it's still begging for surgical hog attack because of the wide open core and all of the point defenses on the outside. So he's got to lure the CC, and he does so with a giant right there. He gets it, but he kind of does the same thing that Gaming does. He lures them down southeast and and then brings them all the way to the top. And it's quite a few seconds that run off the clock that could be used other places, but other than that, good lure. So let's go up here and see how he kills this CC. He's dropping archers down to get them clumped up. That's fine. It looks great so far. I think here this CC kill was almost flawless. This one was really good. He drops an archer, then his 3 wizards. Notice how he drops them up top, away from all of these buildings, these trash buildings down here. Because of that, they immediately target the dragon. Then he drops a barb, then he drops another barb, then he drops another barb. It's just classic CC kill. He lost 1 wizard, but he adds it back with another one. And look, dragon's down, 4 wizards are used. This balloon goes down immediately after that. Great job, amazing attack. And look, here's the important part. Down here, 4 more wizards left over for the cleanup. So he begins his surgical with a giant, backed up by CC hogs and some of his own. Then down at the bottom, the same thing, and also again over here on the left, same thing. So once again, we're letting all of the hogs do their thing in each of the compartments. And right here, if you see, we got this mortar that's only 1 left. And just like in Gaming's video, right now would be the time to drop that heal spell to where it just barely covers that mortar and then overlaps into this core about like that. That's what needs to happen. So if I remember correctly, this spell, this heal spell, was a little bit off because you see how they're going to get out of that heal pretty quickly. That heal was one of the only things that was not dead on about this attack. It was a great attack. So if we bring that heal more like this, then we can cover those hogs longer. Same thing down here with this attack. He could have pre-healed that a little bit better, but great job. This 3rd heal was right there. Just a little bit behind on some of the heals, but man, a great job. And you can see how many hogs he has left. So when you have that many hogs left over at the end of attack, you did it the right way. Also, notice he drops this king on the back end. The only problem with that is there's no defenses here that are targeting that king. When those hogs were in this core, he could drop his king right there, and that defense and that defense and that defense would have all targeted that king. They wouldn't have had time to destroy the king, but they would have had time. It would have been a great distraction for the hogs going into that section. When it gets close, top level Town Hall 8s, that's a very good thing to do, is drop that king to tank on the back end. But look at this, wizard, 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 wizard. All 4 spaced out around the base for cleanup, and then man, I can just breeze through this because there is nothing left that this base could do. He was a great attack. Town Hall 8 surgical hogs. AZ, man, keep it up. Great work. Armada, great work. We can break down another base when it pops up as surgical hogs. But all in all, that was a great job, guys.